Hi, I'm Allie with the Potomac Bead Company, and recently I've become a little obsessed with other uses for our cup buttons. So our cup buttons are really fun. They have a little curvature for them, and we get them produced exclusively for us in the Czech Republic. And we have a lot of great finishes and great colors on them. And I've become obsessed also with post earrings and wearing posts. So I've been playing around with the cup buttons and creating different cup buttons to wear kind of for every occasion. The nice thing with the cup buttons is because of their shape, you're able to put something inside of them. So I'm going to show you today with just one simple tool, E6000, how I'm able to kind of go into these and have fun and make what I want. So this one here, just as an example, you can put things behind it or above it. The only thing that I'm going to be using are these posts here, these glue-on posts. I'm using gold. I've also been using sterling silver ones or plated ones. Doesn't really matter what you use. They're really inexpensive, and we're going to kind of doctor them up. So I have my two cup buttons here in my Jade Picasso color, and I also have two vintage brass colored bead caps. The bead caps also have that same kind of curvature to them, so they're nice to use. Then I'm going to drop two little pearls in with them. So all I'm going to do is take my E6000, and this is just one of the small tubes. You can see I've kind of been using it a lot, and it's getting a little gunked up around the ends. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pad post right here, squeeze out some of my E6000, and put it right on the back. To that, I'm going to take my cup button, and I'm going to push my cup button right onto the back of that earring. I'm going to let this sit for a couple minutes, and while this is sitting, it'll dry just a tiny little bit, and that's going to make it easier then for me to apply the second coatings to the top and the bottom. So I have the one done. All I'm going to do is pick up my E6000 again, do a nice little dollop on that, and push in. When I am doing this, I like the idea of the glue going through the front of the cup button and kind of getting attached like that. If you do this one here, I got a little tiny bit, probably too much glue. You can take another piece of wire or a needle and just kind of scrape the excess of that out. You can put that on the inside then if you want, because we're going to be using it there. And the E6000 will dry clear, so this works really well with anything that you're doing an adhesive to itself. Anytime you're doing an adhesive of metal or glass or anything like that, I prefer E6000. So now that that backing is on, again, I would let it dry for just a couple seconds. I'm going to drop in to that little dab of glue that I already put in there, my little cup or my little bead cap there. Again, any excess I'm just going to kind of scrape out, and you can use your bead mat to get that off if you want. It'll grab on, or a little piece of paper towel will work. Once I have that on, I'm going to dab a little bit of glue inside, and that's going to hold my pearl in place. And I've been playing with these with crystals, with pearls, with all kinds of fun things. But they're just the cutest little earrings now that have that vintagey brass color with the pearl in between and that cup button. When you look to the side, they're going to sit just a tiny little bit off. And where I've been drying these mainly is using things like my thread, punching a hole in the middle there, and just drying them on the back. The other thing you can do is between counters or any space there's a little slit, we'll dry those in place because you do want it to dry just a tiny little bit. This one sitting back here during this clip, we've done about 4 minutes now. It's been drying. That's the perfect time to actually pick it up and to add to the start of it. So again, all I'm doing is I'm going to then add a little bit of glue here to the middle. I'm going to take my brass, push that down in place. A little bit of that glue does pop up the front, but I'm going to add just a tiny little bit more. Once I have that, I drop my pearl in place. I'm just going to give it all a nice little push. Make sure everything's exactly where you want it to be, because it will dry that way. Any extra glue, again, you can just kind of pull out with your needle. And there you have it. So it's a really cute, simple way to use the cup buttons and make them kind of more usable, that you're not just using them for clasps or closures, but you can make cute little earrings out of these. These I think kind of look like doilies and pearls with the 2 bead caps in the front and the back. These I just dropped a crystal in front of. I've also been playing with doing some pewter. I've posted a bunch on our Facebook page. But it's a great little wear every day. These have the Montes in them. So great wear every day little post earring that with just a $2 bottle of some E6000 and some little inexpensive earring backs, you can have lots of different earrings to wear with those different cup buttons. So hopefully you get a chance to pick up some of these awesome cup buttons, play with them, use them as clasps, make a little couple pairs of earrings on here as well. And I'm continuing to have fun with these. I'll let you guys know what else I do with them as well. Since they are a Potomac Bead Company exclusive, you can get them from our Potomac Bead Company stores. Check out potomacbeads.com and look at our locations page. Find the Potomac Bead Company closest to you. Or you can shop with us online at thebeadco.com. Right at the bottom of potomacbeads.com, there's also a little shop online. And have fun playing around with these cups.